Some good dishwater. Make some good dishwater real quick. Get the dishes done. Clean the stove up. I might clean the bathtub out too since I'm cleaning. Let's give it a nice little scrubbing. And then put the food in the oven. I might put the food in the oven before I scrub the bathroom up though. Dishes out of the sink. Shit out of there. All right. Get that extra hot water. Out this dish sponge. Nothing in the water. So that's rinsed out good. All right. Wash a couple dishes real quick. Clean up the stove. Stove top. Start washing these dishes now while I'm making the real hot water. It's soapy as hell. Water gets too hot, man. They need to turn down the boiler a little bit. Need a little bit of music. I was watching videos on YouTube. Young Thug and T.I. did a little short video talking about we back. No cap. Young Thug ready to start making music again, making more money. We'll see how it goes. With his trial and everything, he should blow up all over again. I mean, he was already one of the biggest rappers. Let's see if he do what he's supposed to do. Stay out of prison. Because if he do anything wrong, his ass going down for 60 years. What's up, Timothy? What's up, Anna? I'm washing dishes right now. I'm washing dishes, I'm going to clean up the stove, and then I'm going to cook some steak in the oven. I was thinking about doing bacon wrap steak, but I might not do bacon wrap steak. I'm not sure 100%. I may do bacon wrap steak. I may just do well seasoned steaks. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm just washing a couple dishes first. What's up, Tommy? What's up, Leroy? No, I'm not back home. I'm still homeless. I stream during the day from my mother's house, and then at night I go back outside and sleep in the car. Still homeless. I'm waiting on my apartment. It should be about a little less than 45 days. It should be less than 45 days before I have my place. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing okay, Tommy. Taking this day at a time. Doing the best I can in my situation. Doing the best I can in my situation. Whoops. What's up, Green? I wish I was smoking, man. If I had enough, I'd buy some. Shoot, if I give me like 20 bucks, but I gotta pay my bank account down first. My bank account overdrafted. I gotta get $32 from the bank account. And if I get 20 more bucks after that, I'll get me some trees, man. I ain't smoked weed in a long time. That shit'll make me happy and goofy as shit. Y'all be cracking up when I get high. Whenever I get high, everybody on my stream start laughing. I be having motherfuckers laughing like shit when I get high. How do I know your name, Tommy? Because it says it right there. It says Tommy Watson. You are not anonymous. Said Donald Trump is a god. Hey, my vote went to Donald Trump, so it is what it is. My vote went to Trump, even though I know he's a racist and all of that stuff. I still had to vote for the right person that fits my beliefs. So yeah, I was going to just vote for Kamala, but it is what it is. I didn't even vote for myself. Somebody else voted for me. Yeah, smoke one for me, man. As soon as I raise 32 bucks to get my bank account out of overdraft status, I will go ahead and try to make some money. I wanted to get another video game, but I'll get some trees. I'll smoke with you. If I can make 52 bucks, I'll smoke with you. If I can make 52 bucks a day, I'll smoke with you. You just playing Fortnite? I hear that, Tommy. Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite anymore. I hate beating up on children like that, man. When I play video games, I like to play against adults mostly. Because it'd be too easy to beat up on children. I mean, it's some children that's really good. Don't get me wrong. I don't like beating up on children that much, though. I'm almost done with the dishes and I can clean this stove up. I got one pan and a spatula left after this. Clean the spatula up. She fried eggs this morning. The eggs are still stuck to the spatula. Get that off of there. Fried eggs. I fried fish last night. I was thinking about frying some more chicken. I mean, I said fish. I fried chicken. I'm 44 years old. I just look older because I ain't shaved. I didn't shave, so I probably look a lot older than 44. Exactly. I got the Game Pass just so I could play the new Call of Duty. That's what I've been playing all morning for y'all. If we make enough, it depends. If people donate and they tell me what game they want me to play, then I normally try to play the game whoever donates asks me to play. That's Mike out there calling. What Mike called me for? Hold on. Mike? Oh, hold on. Let me put my shoes on. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Man, Mike came through, gave me a cigarette and a little bit of beer. That's what the homies do. Look out for the homies. I ain't buying no alcohol today myself. I can't afford to do nothing but pay my bank account down. I need $32 to fix this overdraft. $32. Alright, fix this overdraft. Alright, let me wash this pan out. Yep, Timothy, I'm 44 years old. I was married for 10 years, had my own house. Actually, I had my own place before I got married. I moved out of my mother's house when I was 16. I lied and said I was 18 to get a construction job. So I worked construction. And when I left the construction job, I became an auto mechanic. Then I ended up having my daughter. When my daughter was born, I decided I was going to go to school to be an IT technician. So I went to learn how to build computers and maintain computers help desk. So I went to school, kept a 4.0 in school, top of my class. I actually had a 4.2 or 4.3. I had extra credit because I was an intern and a tutor. So I got hired while I was still in school, so I actually never finished. I just kept a high GPA and never finished. I got hired right out of school while I was still in school, working for the government at HUD headquarters doing computer migrations for a while. After that, I actually went to work fast food for a couple years. I worked at Wendy's, McDonald's, and Checkers because they was paying me more than minimum wage. And I didn't stick around with that. I went back to being an auto mechanic again and IT technician. I just started building computers for people by myself. And then in like 2016, I decided I'm gonna go back to school. I went back to school and became an electrician. So when I finished school, 2017 in January, literally like New Year's Day, I got an email. I got a job as an electrician working on government sites, scale pay. So I was getting like, I was bringing home $20-something an hour, but the real pay was $30. But they take away some of that to put in your retirement and your pension and all of that shit. So I was bringing home like $20-something an hour. And I was real good at what I do because I went to school first. I didn't have to go to school to become an electrician. When you become one, your company pays for you to go to school. So it was like a preschool for electricians I went to. I kept a 4.0 there too. They realized I was real good at math. That's why I got hired as soon as I finished. Right, like literally, I got hired before graduation because I didn't graduate from the electrician school until the end of January, but I got hired on January 1st. On New Year's Day, literally, I got hired. I went in for the interview in December, actually. December, right after Christmas. It was like the 28th. I went for the interview or something like somewhere around there. Between the 28th and the 30th, I went on the interview. And they hired me right away. Let me put this out. Hold on. So I was an electrician for a while, and then one of my co-workers was like, man, he gets paid a lot of money on the weekends doing side work, more than we make during the week working as an electrician. So I started doing side work. I was making $2,000 a day just doing receptacles and ceiling fans. You said you got $837. I got minus $32. I got minus 32. My bank account is in the negative right now. All right, let me clean this stove up real quick. So I started doing side work, and I was married at the time. When I became an electrician, I was already married for a couple years. And my ex-wife makes over 200,000 a year. So all of my money just went to my hobbies. That's why I started playing video games. In 2018, I was like, let me go ahead and start up streams. I got a good enough computer. I got every console known to man. I got over $50,000 worth of video games. I might as well try to make some money back. So I started streaming and I blew up real fast. Within the first month, I had 10,000 followers my first month on Facebook. And Facebook started, somebody that works for Facebook messaged me, wanted me to fill out all of this tax information and stuff. I'm like, I wasn't even doing it to be famous or make money. I literally started streaming to help people learn how to play games right, because I got tired of playing with people that didn't know how to play. I literally started my streaming page to show people how to play. I was playing Grand Theft Auto Story Mode. I wasn't even playing online games. I started off playing Grand Theft Auto Story Mode. I didn't have my voice or my face and none of that. You 11 years old, Tommy? Well, $837, man. You doing good. A lot better than me. A lot better than me. So I started playing video games for a living. So I was about to go back to being an electrician. But once I started getting my checks, my first couple checks were small. The first one was like $130. I told my wife, I got $130. That's enough to cover the video games I bought this month. Let's see if all my video games gonna pay for themselves. And they all did. My computer paid for itself. My PlayStation, my Xbox, everything paid for itself. So it wasn't like I was losing money. I just kept buying cars. I used to go to the auto auction every weekend and just buy a car every weekend. And if I didn't like it, I would sell it. And that's why the first time when I first became homeless, I had so many cars. I had to choose which car I wanted to sleep in. Oh shit. So right in front of my mother's house where I am now, I used to keep all my cars parked here. Everybody was mad because they didn't have parking spaces because all of my cars were parked here. I had all of my cars parked lined up from the end of the block to the middle of the block, right here. So it's hard for people to find parking spaces. That's why them church people be mad at me all the time. Church people be mad because they be looking for parking spots. They can park in front of the church on the side streets. But I don't have all of those cars anymore, sadly. One drunk driver took out two of them. I gave away one of my cars for free. Literally my favorite car I gave away to my cousin for free because it needed work. You know, being homeless, I couldn't afford to work on it. I was trying to get myself back on my feet. So there was no way for me to do it. I need more heat. Need more heat on this. A little bit of heat and soap. I might have to get that scouring pad out for this. Might have to get that scouring pad out. Right after that, I moved to Pennsylvania with this girl that had a crush on me that was one of my fans. I live in Washington, D.C. Capital of Earth, center of the universe. Washington, D.C. scouring pad a little bit now. Get the stove cleaned up. Up there. Time for the sponge. Raise this up. Who is that? Cool. Alright, that's cleaned up. Everything's cleaned up. Now it's time for me to prepare the steak. Time for me to prepare the steak. Turn some more cold water on, put some burn back on the stove. Take this out of here. Cooking the steak in here. Let me rinse it. Get some hand on first. Alright, now, get this over here and get my seasonings out. I'm gonna let these steaks marinate for about an hour before I throw them in the oven. Or maybe I should just put them in like that and just cook them lower for longer. Sort of like slow cooking. Let's see if y'all are able to see this. Put y'all right here. Turn this a little bit. Oh shit, I just turned this whole one off. Sorry about that. Hit the side button by accident. Right. Trying to flip the camera around. Alright, there we go. Now, it's always hot in this kitchen. Alright, so my steaks. Take them out. Oh, they're too hard to separate, so I'm gonna have to let them thaw. I ain't gonna be able to cook them right now, but I can season them and let it marinate while they thaw too. That's what I'm gonna do. Put this right here. Alright, let's go ahead and season them. And I'm gonna chop one onion. I really want more than one onion, but I gotta buy a bag of onions too. I gotta buy a bag of onions in a case of water. You know what? I'm gonna leave the onions alone because there's onions in my greens already. I got greens and mashed potatoes already cooked. So I'm gonna just season these up. Smoked paprika, oh that's the wrong one. Smoked paprika. roasted garlic and herb, brown sugar bourbon, steak seasoning, and garlic powder. And I'm gonna make a little bit of gravy in it for what you call. So I'm gonna use a little bit of beef bouillon and stir it up in a small bowl, just a little bit, to make part of the juice for these steaks. So not too much, just enough powder. Bam, that's it. Just a dash of it. Not too much to make enough bouillon to flavor my steaks while they cook. There's gonna be a lot of water in there because I'm gonna cook them for a long time. Let me do the bouillon now. I'm gonna use this juice and pour it over my potatoes tonight. So it'll be like potato gravy. Pour it directly over the steak too. That'll help some of the seasoning stick to it. You get another bowl of water to dilute it some more. Even though I'm gonna put more water in there. And I'm gonna put more water. This water is extra hot too. Alright, cool. Now, let me season this shit. Sorry. Garlic powder. I gotta break it again. Hold on. Get so much moisture in the cabinet. Let me turn this a little bit better. Alright, cool. Now that's your pour. There's the garlic powder. A little bit in the juice too. Roasted garlic and herb. Montreal steak seasoning. Paprika. And brown sugar bourbon. And I'm gonna let that sit there until it thaws, and I'm gonna season the upper side and throw it in the oven. That's all to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. It'll be some of the best tasting steak you'll ever have in your life. With just these simple ingredients, you can add a little bit of salt to it if you want, or a little bit of Old Bay if you live in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. You know how we do it. You can add a little bit of Old Bay to it, give it that extra kick if you want. It is what it is. All right. Let's keep our fingers crossed that my apartment comes through on Friday, y'all. Either Wednesday or Friday. My housing worker might call me Wednesday. Let's pray that my house comes through Wednesday or Friday, so I can stop sleeping outside. I can stop sleeping outside finally. As soon as she tell me, get that shit in order. I need to come up with $32 to get my bank account out of overdraft first, though. 32 bucks. One of the changes that was made was all reports. That's my goal today. Get the bank account out of overdraft. You cannot pick and choose. If we make 20 more bucks, I'm gonna get me some weed.
The
I
other
need to
one,
smoke.
the intake
I need some happiness in my life.
Be the juvenile's current probation officer.
Right.
The third change was the Constitution. The corrections.
It's like 80 degrees today.
The amount of
I already feel like it's getting
I
there.
provided documentation showing because Dalton 22 didn't have life insurance.
Being over that hot ass water in this kitchen is almost full.
Restitution was approved upon it, $29,000 and some change. It was whatever I submitted. Well, we got the documentation from the juvenile side, and it said, well, Leanne is only responsible to pay $8,500. And I went, why? It's $29,000 and some change. They're both equally guilty. I would have thought it just would have been split in half. Dakota County juvenile.
I mean, she danced on it. She didn't see him because he was behind me. My friend, though, you know what I'm saying? It's fine. And I'm not moving it. I just need my phone and my shoes. Okay. Look at my baby.
God damn, that was a terrible crash. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, babies in the car. I gotta whine this shit.
Broken ankle, broken backbones, and 2 broken ribs. She also suffered from a deep laceration caused by the seatbelt into her stomach, exposing her intestines underneath her shirt.
Dang.
The driver of that same vehicle was able to get out on his own and sustained minor injuries. As officers arrived, they witnessed the injured passenger on the ground and recognized that civilians have stepped up to help. Their next priority is to check on the occupants of the red vehicle. The damage is plainly obvious, as the red vehicle was struck with such a force that it was ripped into 2 pieces.
God damn. God damn. And the car smashed directly in half. That's crazy. Alright, y'all. I'm trying to raise $32. $ SmeagleKnows if you want to help. We gotta let these steaks marinate before I cook them, so it is what it is. I'll be back up with the next video game in a few minutes.